Welcome to Kharis tutorials. I'm Simeon. I'll be using 4 yards of lace material, 3 yards of mercury and a yard of doll face material in this tutorial. I'll also be needing a peplum stay as well as wadding and my flower patches. We'll be needing the under bust, the knee length and the full length of our dress, the round shoulder measurement, the bust circumference, under bust circumference, the waist and the hip circumference measurement as well. Don't forget to click the subscribe button and also the notification bell if this is your first time on this channel. And don't forget, we upload the cutting and the sewing of all our tutorials. So if you're watching the cutting tutorial, there's need for you to watch the sewing, and if you're watching the sewing tutorial, there's need for you to also watch the cutting. Don't forget to leave your comments in the comment box below. So let's move on. I'm cutting out the base first, which is the 8 pieces. The full length of the dress is 60 inches and the half length is 15 inches. So this is my 15. The full length is 60. From the base to the knee length is 24 inches. This is my 24. To fold my fabric, let's go with the calculation first. I have hip measurement of 36 inches. Since it's 8 pieces, so divided by 8 and plus my seam allowance, I'm making that 2.5 inches. Or you can just simplify it to the front 4 inches and 4 pieces, then the back is 4 pieces. So the 4 pieces at the front 18 inches, the 4 pieces at the back is 18 inches as well. Then you can divide 18 into 4. So I have 2.5. Now the base of the dress, you can always fold to your desired measurements, and for me, I'm folding 6 inches. So this is the 6 inches for the base. Now the 2.5 will come from the half length, which is 15. The 2.5 will come straight down, still 2.5 inches to the knee length, and from the knee length I'll slant to the edge of my folding. So this is a piece. I'm going to repeat this 6 more times to make it 7 pieces, and the last one I'll add my zipper allowance to make it 8 pieces. So this is just one piece. I'm going to cut 6 more of this to make it 7 pieces, and the last one I'll add my zipper allowance. Alright, so this is the last one. To cut out all the 8 pieces, just place the first one on the fabric and cut it out. The last one, which is the 8th one, I've added my zipper allowance of 1.5 inches. 1.5 inches. So I'm going to cut it out. Alright, so let's move to the half length. Alright, so the half length, like I said, is 15 inches, so I'm making it 16 inches. It's an off shoulder, or better still, a monostrap dress. So but I need to cut out the off shoulder part first. So this is minus 5 inches. Minus 5 inches. Then I have my 8.5 for armhole, the under bust of 12 inches. To fold the fabric, I'm folding with the bust measurement plus 8 divided by 4. The 8 inches is our seam allowance, so that is 10.5. But I added extra 2 inches to the folding, so I have 12.5 inches because it's a padded dress. So the 2 inches I'll hide first before I continue all my measurements. Alright, so I have the shoulder 14 inches divided by 2 is 7 inches. This is my 7, and the bust measurements, the bust is 36 plus 8 divided by 4. I have the under bust circumference measurement 28 plus 8 divided by 4. Connect the shape then to the shoulder. I'll just place this to cut the back first, and like we know the back with our zipper allowance of 2 inches, so I'll just unfold this and place it to cut exactly what I have. For the back, I'm to divide this. Alright, so we have the front and we have the back. Now I'm still going to add to this to make the monostrap dress, and the other part of it is going to make the off shoulder. So on the other side, I'm to subtract 1.5 inches. Then I'll take it to the armhole. This is the front. This is the front, and on the back too, this is the back. So my dress is coming this way. I'm going to do the same on one side of the back dress. This, you have to place this properly so you won't make any mistake. So I'm going to repeat the same thing. Alright, now on the front, to fold the padded part, the nipple to nipple measurement is what I'm folding with, and that is 8 inches. You can always take the measurement. That means I'll be folding 4 inches, and I'll add my seam allowance. I'll make it 4.5 inches. From the under bust measure, the under bust to the nipple point, like I said, the under bust is 12 inches. Remember, it's minus 5. We did minus 5, and 12 is the under bust measurement. From the under bust to the nipple point is 3 inches. 3 inches, that is 9 inches. Now from the middle, I'm going to take my 3.5, and it's coming straight to the under bust, 3.5. And on the neck, I'm going to take 3 inches. So to connect this from the under bust to the nipple point, then back to the neck. So the back, this is the front part of our dress. And if you still want to bring any design on the neck, you can always do that on this part. I guess we are done. And to the back, I'm also going to bring out the depth. Since minus 5 is what we have, minus 5, and the depth, I'm going to make it 7 inches. So 7 inches, then straight to the shoulder. If you still want to bring down the neck depth on the front, you can as well do that. Alright, so we are done with this as well. Now I'm going to cut out the lining for this. Alright, for the front, I'm cutting out 2 pieces each. 2 pieces. So all you just need to do is place your lace material to cut out the lining. Here I'm using a mercury fabric. This is a mercury fabric I'm using, and I'm cutting out 2 pieces each. And I'll do the same to the back. So just place your fabric. still on the front part. These are my pieces for the front. Now on this part, I'm going to cut out. I'm using a doll face material to complete this part of my dress. And the depth, remember, like from our cutting we subtracted 5 inches, and I told us you can still bring it lower than that. So I'm going to mark out 7 inches. This is 7 inches. The depth I want for the main the plain material is 7 inches. So this is my 7 inches. So the shoulder, this is the shoulder from our measurements, and this part, the plain material is going to cover just one part of the lace, which is this. And since it's a sleeveless dress, on the right part of the dress is just a sleeveless dress, so I'm going to subtract ½ inch from this, ½ inch from the shoulder part, ½ inch, then it comes back to the normal measurement. So to cut, I'll take it this way, back to the shoulder, and on this part, this is what I'm going to have. Alright, so now, like I said, minus 7 inches, so it means I'm going to subtract 2 inches. That's it. So it's continue on the remaining parts of the blouse too, which is 2 inches. If you don't want something lower than this, you can just leave it at 5 or you make it 6, and you can still bring it down to 8 inches depending on the depth you want. Alright, so that at the end of the day, I'm going to have this. So I'm going to cut another one of these, then we move to the cape. For the cape, we can take a single flare or a straight measurement. I'll use a single flare so for ease, so that anytime I want to lift my hand, I'll be able to lift it conveniently. So for that reason, I'll use a single flare and not a straight cape. You can decide to make it a straight cape anyway. So the round shoulder measurement is 38 inches, and since I'm folding a single flare, that will be divided by 2 inches. We have a tutorial on how to cut different types of flare. In case this is your first time on this channel, you can watch how to cut different types of flare. It's really going to help you on this. So 36 divided by 2, 36 divided by 2 is 18 inches. So I'm going to take this round. Then the length of my cape, the length of my cape is 5 inches. 5 inches. So I'll add ½ inch for seam allowance. That will be 5.5 inches. And I'm also going to cut 2 of this. So I'll cut 2 of these as well. That's for the cape. Now we move to the cone. The length I'll be using is 11 inches. So in case you want something longer and wider, you can cut that. So the length I want is 11 inches, and I'll be cutting 5 of this is what I'll be cutting out. And I'll also cut double for this as well, because it's going to serve as the lining. I'm going to cut 2 for each of it. It's going to serve as the lining. So I need 10 altogether. So all I'll just do is place the material and until I have my 10. Alright, so I have all 10, and the lining for this, which is the 8 pieces, you can place your fabric to cut for lining for each of the piece, and you can join 4 for the front and 4 for the back before cutting out the lining. The continuation will be done in the sewing parts of this tutorial, so if you're watching the cutting, there is need for you to watch the sewing as well. And if this is your first time on this channel, kindly click the subscribe button and also the notification bell to get notifications for our upcoming videos. So I guess we are done.